Here in Lyon, we are minutes away from the start of the Grand Prix Freestyle, the final of the Rheem Acra FEI World Cup Dressage Series. I'm delighted to be joined by Carl Hester, of course, who has a significant interest in today's competition. Carl, first off, yesterday's Grand Prix, yet another world record for Charlotte. What's the reaction been?
Well, it's been pretty fast and incredible. Twitter, Facebook, everybody's been texting and saying what they thought about it. I mean, for Charlotte and I, of course, having got so used to Vallegro, I didn't even think as he was going through the test, I wonder if this is going to be another world record. I don't think Charlotte did either. And when we came out, to find that he'd actually done that was a bit of a shock. We both looked at each other. Neither of us had even thought about that. The Grand Prix, of course, is the warm-up, so it's not vitally important that he would have done that. But of course, once again, he proved just how masterly he's getting. I mean, he's only 12 years old, and you very much feel like actually Charlotte could get off in the middle and let the horse run through the test on his own, and he'd still make a world record without, of course, having her steering around. So, he's obviously on good form, and we try and keep his shows to a minimum, so he is fresh, he does enjoy it, and we seem to have found the right formula for his warm-up now as well.
Yeah, it was trending there or thereabouts, and it was the collective marks that sent them through the roof, which is a real testament to both the horse and the rider. This is a hugely exciting competition, though, today. I mean, who are the big competitors to Vallegro?
Well, I mean, this is a very exciting final, like you said, with Helen here, with Damon Hill, Edward, of course, and the vastly improved Undercover. Edward himself said yesterday, he felt that he couldn't really ride the horse out, which would be quite normal on the first day. I saw him in practice this morning, 7 o'clock this morning, he was out there, and having a final tweak up. That looked absolutely fantastic. We know that he's a master of music as well. And Helen, this lovely small blonde girl, but that's the exterior, but the interior, of course, is one huge fight. They want to win. Monica, their team trainer, said we're going to find that extra 3% to catch you tomorrow, so I'm sure they'll have been planning that all night. I've just spent the last hour in the horse box with Charlotte. We must have watched the test about 7 or 8 times. This will be her first debut today. It's never been seen before, this program. Technically, it's extremely difficult. Some of the lines I've put in are much more curved, and we've got the Piaffe, obviously, is done with full pirouettes, so it's pretty demanding, and it's coming at the end of the test also when the horse gets a little bit tired, and we have no real room for error because, I mean, 6 minutes, that's what we're allowed. We've packed it full of all the most difficult things. I just said that you can't make a mistake because I didn't have time to put a spare line in for you. So, she's not panicking about it, but obviously, it's a tense moment for her.
It's a little bit under embargo, but what can you tell us about Tom Hunt's music program?
Well, we decided, the Olympics was very obvious if you'd watched it and you saw her world record at Olympia. It was very obviously a patriotic theme to it, and it was various types of music, whereas what we decided here was just to silence some of those critics, because sometimes people, especially very musical people, found that it was a little bit perhaps chopped in with too many different themes. So this is one theme, it's from a film, it's absolutely beautiful music, it's full of drama, it's got the transitions in it that you would expect, and you really would think that this has been specifically made for Vallegro. And of course, on one hand, Tom has made it for Vallegro, but this music really appears with the heavy beats of some of the extensions, which of course he's so famous and fantastic at. It just goes absolutely beautifully with him.
And what's the confidence level in Stahl Hester today?
It's good. We've been planning this a long time, and this World Cup means an awful lot to Charlotte. It's her first one, and as I said to her, just remember, if you ever manage to win it, it gives you automatic qualification, so she could have next winter off and just go to the final in Vegas. But of course, we never underestimate the other competitors. You never can. Charlotte will do her usual. She won't watch anybody else, so that she's totally focused. I, of course, will watch everybody and deliver my verdict before she goes in. But I mean, we are very confident because, of course, we trust this horse. I mean, and it's really an incredible feeling to have a horse like Vallegro that will go in that ring, or go in any ring in the world so far to date, and he's never let us down. And when you have a horse that has those reactions and is as good as he is and as confident as he is, of course it helps me relax watching it, and it helps Charlotte relax riding him. So of course, we would love him to win, but if he didn't, this would be the first time in his career that things hadn't perhaps quite gone his way, but I'm not even thinking or expecting that.
Well, look, Carl, the very best of luck. The Remac FEI World Cup Dressage Finals, the Grand Prix Freestyle today in Lyon, starts at 1:30 Central European Summertime, and the final five, Tinna Willumsen-Sylfen, the Western European League winner, Isabelle Werth, and then those top three. Edward Gal going in order, followed by Helen Lange-Hagenberg, the defending champion, and then yesterday's winner, Charlotte Dujardin, goes last at 4:30 this afternoon. It's going to be a thriller right down to the wire, and we have it all live on FEI TV.